family, welcome back to Morris Charts Wellness Wednesdays. As you can see, I ain't got on my workout clothes today. I'm chilling out. I'm building on the mentality. We're gonna work out the mind real quick. I'm gonna drop a quick video, talk about the Supreme Mathematics, what it is today. Today's date is 6/16/21, so we're gonna deal with the 16th, which is knowledge, equality, all being born God. And what that really means is we're gonna add up the 1 and the 6 and come up with 7. So we speak it in Supreme Mathematics, which is knowledge, equality, all being born God. So today we know that knowledge is the foundation of everything that exists, such as the Asiatic man is the foundation of his family, and the sun is the foundation of the solar system. So those two things is congruent together, they run together, such as the man, the sun, and knowledge. So all three of them is composed as one. The man is the son of his family, he should shine the right light. The man is the knowledge of his family, he should be always furthering his education. That what makes a father, one who furthers themselves through education and intellectual sphere and prowess part. So we're going to deal here with equality, which means to deal with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of life itself, all in one. Equality to show equal perspective to one another. And now what that makes, this makes a good godly family, to be righteous upon one another, to also show equality to one another. And we know that that builds the foundation of what God is. So peace to the family who is dealing in the Supreme Mathematics. We're trying to teach us here in South Mississippi about what the Supreme Mathematics is and how it is effective to your life and how you should encompass this information and learn your Supreme Mathematics, knowledge, wisdom, understanding, culture, freedom, power, refinement, equality, God, build and destroy, born, sight. Yeah, by the way, I know I jumped right into the video information real quick and spit today's mathematics. You know, I have a few shout outs I want to talk on too. But, you know, I know you see my board. My board went through some travels. It's been broke out a lot of times. I slid it out, broke, talk. I bent this board, man. It done been through some things, so it's still here doing the knowledge. I still could write on it, you know. I'm looking at, hey, it's the foundation. It's something that's a part of me, so it's hard to get rid of this thing. So bear through those wrinkles or whatnot if it shows like that through the video, but pardon us. We'll update ourselves. Shoot a comment and tell me if it's bad for you, and I'll shoot a comment back, tell you that I don't care.
All right, babe. So you said we're going to give the Wellness Wednesday. But everyone, I'm behind the scenes.
Yeah, peace, queen. I see
so,
you.
I'm just going to give you a few questions, let you introduce and let everyone know what the Supreme Mathematics is and how do we build that inside of wellness. Okay, well. Yes, we are not working out today, but we want to give you the wellness mentally.
Fine,
so when we talk about mental wellness, what are we talking about?
Well, we're building in the mindset, right? And we're going to build up on the mindset. We're going to build up on the atmosphere. We're going to deal with the above. You know, we're trying to deal with the cerebrum, the cerebellum, the pituitary, the pineal gland, the ophthalmos. We're trying to get all the knowledge in the 4 quadrants of your brain with the science, right? And like I told you, it's 2 brains to the body, so we'll deal with the solar plex and we'll deal with the upper atmosphere. So on the mental wellness, meaning exercise your mind, right? How to get your mindset well. Taking the right products and taking the right alkalinity, and then working the mind by reading. It's an exercise, right? So if we look at the physical and we see it lacks, the mental just is a disposition you could tell someone have right off the bat.
So can the brain grow?
Word, this you can. Yeah. Say about a pound and a half, or a half, or a pound. One of the two, and depending on whom you are and what type of knowledge you're seeking. Yes, sir. How about 6 and 7 is what I say. Equality and God. I'm speaking to the gentleman that is dealing with the knowledge also.
So we saying 16. Today is the 16th.
Yes,
Knowledge, equality,
Mm-hmm.
all being born, God.
Facts.
So what are we?
The
What
supreme being.
you said? Knowledge is what? Knowledge is the foundation.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's just the sun is the foundation to the solar system,
yeah.
and the man is the foundation to the family.
Actual fact. Asiatic black man is the foundation of his family. He has to shine the right light to get his wisdom in a line. Like I didn't speak on eclipse. Then what? The crown of the eclipse shine. And what's the crown? Back on top of the mind, third eye. So we wear a crown for righteous thoughts. We wear the knowledge to build upon the righteous thoughts, or is to be a destroyer. But in the times of dealing with God, we're dealing with a supreme being. We're dealing with supreme wisdom. We're dealing with supreme understanding.
hmm So as we work out the body,
Mm-hmm.
we also need to have in that same thought to work out the mind,
Yes, indeed.
to balance it out, giving the body equality.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Balance. Right?
Balance.
By the time we get down to the hips, on the way the sun moves upon the earth, and the rays is hitting it, and those cell salts are entering upon the atmosphere or up in the cultivated earth, planetary, that understanding I'm speaking on, those two things comes to balance. You know, we back at 7, which is the balance of acids to alkalinity, right? And what is 7?
God. So as long as you are balanced at 7 with your pH, you're
Correct.
always going to stand in God.
Right, right. I
You know.
find like the foul ones, ones that shoot you over your Jordans and ones that sell dope to the weak. Those type of individuals, I find them have a lot of acid in them. They like 6 to 3s, 5 to eat
Drinking,
anything.
putting alcohol in the body, acid.
Because they ain't got the foundation.
Cigarettes in the body, acid. Pork
Correct.
in the body, acid.
Correct.
Junk food in the body, acid.
Yeah, but go and look up the criminal history and see what was their intake.
Right?
They always tell you, oh, yeah, something simple, but they don't go in depth of the other acids that shows inside the body. There's he was drinking and driving and he had a family, But what led him to drinking and driving? The other intakes of acid, it's a magnet. It's conduit. It meets one another. So he's drawn to the.
So the acid and the
store to go and
mindset.
get him some liquor and go in there and hang out and be old drunk dude hang around the store. And next thing you see, man, let me borrow a quarter. You got a quarter hanging up at the store, and you happen to help this acid-ridden individual. You can tell from his hair, from his skin to his teeth to things of that nature. He done intaken so much acids that it's effective to his body, and we can call them disease infected or bacteria or viral.
Okay, so we kind of dove into knowledge, and while we talk about mental health and balance in the body, wellness, mentally and physically. But when we talk about mental health and we talk about the mentality of wellness, you have to understand inside of COVID, we've had a lot of shootings in our area here in Mississippi and on the Gulf Coast.
Right.
And a lot of it is dealing with the mental state of people.
Yes, it is.
And so when we talk about wellness, we're not just talking about the physical, we're not just talking about losing weight, but we're talking about mentally understanding how to get out of, one, this COVID atmosphere of being shut in and shutting the mind down.
Yeah.
But also gaining the knowledge, gaining the wisdom, gaining the understanding to give you culture freedom, to build you with some power refinement, then to give you the equality on top of that, and to then come into a balance of 7, which is God.
Facts, yeah.
So let's break into that. How are we saying that so many people out here are not understanding what the supreme mathematics is? And we want to teach people what the supreme mathematics is so that they can build their life the right way.
Right.
With alkalinity.
Okay. So business today is God. It equaled up to God, and all praises due to the Most High. What I'm showing you is a 7, right? See how right arm is over my left arm. I'm showing the 7 because we stand with the 7, which is God. Even if I was sitting down and I got my leg crossed, I'm showing the 7, right? Because we pay homage to the Most High, in which we know that lies within, right? And now you were speaking about shootings and all the activities that's going on with the preset release or the opening, you know, they just opening your mind up a little bit, you know, regardless. If you look at Big Box, they still was performing normally, right?
Right, still
But-
spewing that acid.
Hey, but look here. There was a situation where like a 16-year-old kid shot another kid over Jordans here. Just happened the other day, right? And
Didn't he step on his Jordans?
or something like that, and they got into a tussle or something. He left, come back and shoot the guy. But it just baffled me because I recall like around 83 to 88, those things was happening because niggas that really couldn't afford Jordans, they the ones was taking niggas who was able to get Jordans. You know, they had a legitimate understanding of they wanted that type of man. My family can't get that, man. We on food stamps. I'm living in the projects. Them niggas over there getting Jordans or whatnot. So the balance of understanding was there. They couldn't get it. Now what I see, I can go in the project and see all these niggas walk around with Jordans, and it's on a level like that. If the niggas in the hood can get Jordans,
So it's no real value. So why shoot someone over
that? Because
no value?
Have no value, and the nigga that would do something like that, your intake of acid, I call it bad parenting or whatnot. Even if you're not able to purchase Jordans at that cost, but yet you still getting Jordans, you kind of got an acid mind because you're putting your kid in that perspective. Because your kid, if he left, he had time to think this over. Talk to the Most High. Allah know all the answers. But see, if it's no parenting or guidance or the direction on it, you know, you ain't even give him a book to learn or nothing of this accordance. Come on, parents, we got to do better.
So even if both parents in the household and the kid go out and shoot somebody.
Yeah, there's one parent in the household. I know single parents, they kids perform and been to college.
But
got
wait,
great
what
jobs.
makes it acid? What makes it bad parenting? What makes the acid inside the
I
family?
see we dealing on God today, and that came up from equality and knowledge, right? Or a partner, I could reverse it, it's from knowledge and equality. So knowledge is the foundation. So where your foundation is at, you know, you think it's equal to kill a person over something material, sneakers, is that equal? Somebody didn't tell you that, kid, we can get you another pair. Or go ask your bigger brother to talk this over and get something. Do you have bigger brothers? It just finds they're lacking direction. You think you should beat your kid to death, but you should direct your kid to death. Give them some understanding that's more directive and tangible that they can use in these things that you think is your block. Nigga don't own shit, but he gonna kill someone over some shoes.
So when you talk about giving understanding, though, or when you talk about giving knowledge, and you said you understand that there's single parents in the household. So if it's a single mother, and we know that the woman is the wisdom, how can she give her understanding, which is children, knowledge, if she has lacking, if she's lacking that?
Wow, that's a great question. That's a beautiful question, wisdom. And I'm gonna give it to you how it's this. So knowledge comes first, and wisdom comes second. So I see 2 ones inside of 2. So that means
because
that
1 + 1 equals 2.
someone a knowledge produced with her wisdom and brought her forth, right? So he's always existing inside of a female. That's why their knowledge performs better on equality or scholastic or dealing on a higher plane. They like to say that, oh, she's more mature than him. Things of that accordance, right?
So the
Because
wisdom has knowledge and wisdom inside of it to produce the understanding.
Yeah.
So she's never lacking knowledge.
Right, she just have to have the direction and the right light there to show her what light to give to the. But some of these wisdom picking whack niggas, you picking whack niggas because they don't got no direction. They themselves don't know how to shine the light. See, the information is out here, but it's been withheld by somebody and they don't know it. But we here to spread the information and show you that the supreme mathematics aligns with what is offset. This information we're giving to many of the master teachers. one of my master teachers, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, acknowledged the supreme mathematics. How about Marcus Garvey? What about Noble Drew Ali? What about the king of the Moors, Jolo, the king of the Moors? What about Red Pill and Blue Pill? What about KRS-One, Rakim? What about Brand Nubians?
Because we talking about culture, we talking about life.
Badu? What about them sisters?
Sarak.
Sarak, right? How about Sarak Sutin Seti?
Someone from your own state of Mississippi, David Banner.
Oh yeah, all them guys. You know, he put out the song put up your black fist, right? And he named the album God Box. And did we support it down here?
No.
I brought it down and asked them, did they know of it or heard of it? No, they really never even heard of Nipsey until after his death. I come across a couple brothers in my tenure being around, but yeah, I'm on the low because God don't run the streets. God is giving the knowledge in colleges and places that you ain't really knowing that he's been. Okay? What they say, he's everywhere. Okay?
All right, so we break into the supreme mathematics, but we also want to dive into, you know, letters and numbers. We want to dive into, we know what words have meaning. We know numbers have meaning. So if they both have meaning, how do they correspond with each other? And so we want to break in and tell you about what?
What? Well, the science of geometry and language, which they call gematria, right?
Can you say that one more time for me?
Gematria or gematria, depending on your phonetics. But I know it sounds weird.
And what is that?
It's geometry and language. Okay, now let's get to some history. In the 1600s, you got to realize that the English becomes standard. A calendar, the Gregorian calendar that you're on, becomes standard. And you get the King James Bible in the 1600s. That's why people would tell you that J's didn't exist, like the word Jesus, because of it didn't exist in phonetic language until 1600. And now the language that they are done composed and drew up all around the world and having all the cultures to learn this thing called English.
So gematria is how I pronounce it.
Okay.
You know, tomato, tomato.
Yeah.
But
we all need them, especially Romans. Go ahead.
it is the combination of letters and numbers. It's syncing the letters and numbers together.
That's right.
To give understanding to the world around us.
That's right. It ties into it. People see the Matrix, and you see, if you go to 1983, there was a movie called Murder by Numbers with Sandra Bullock in it. Okay, you can pull the poster up and look for Murder by Numbers in 1983. The word murder adds up to 83 and 38. There's 4 ciphers to every word. If we had time, which I'm just giving you a quick synopsis, but I know the people like to go and find the information on their own, okay? But if you also Google the group The Police in 1983, do a song called Murder by Numbers. Look those 2 things up.
So Murder by Numbers with Sandra Bullock.
Right.
Check out the poster.
Check out the poster.
And the group, The Police.
Right. Look up the song Murder by Numbers in 1983.
That they sung
Then
Murder
look up
by
the
Numbers
lyrics.
in 1983.
Indeed.
So in 1983, The Police wrote a song called Murder by Numbers.
Yeah.
And then there was a movie with Sandra Bullock called Murder by Numbers.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Now I understand that. It kind of sounds like, well,
Well, they
be some
could
homework.
say it's conspiracy
It sounds-
theorists.
Well, yeah, I know, because who am I conspiring against? I'm only here to teach and show you to go and look up the information. I'm a country boy down here in South Mississippi. I got the humpback and crooked legs. I stand on the 20. I ain't got time to be, I ain't no corporation or nothing like that. We Moore's Choice. We here for health and wellness and mentality. We for growth and development, Alvin masculinity. We don't deal nothing with the asses or the devil perspectives, right? But we're here to teach what you don't see, okay? So if you go look up those two things from 1983, we can
Little
continue
homework.
to build, right? It's a little homework. It's called Gematria, and those don't know how to spell it, we'll spell it for you. G-E-M-A-T-R-I-A, Gematria. Look up what that means, and you'll find out that it's geometry and language. A is 1, Z is 26, and you could do it reverse way. This information comes from ancient times. Today I'm not going to break down what those times are, but we can lead you to how to follow the information and look at things in your perspective. I know if you follow me on Facebook, also look up Asiatic Splendor. I'm on Facebook. Right.
Outside of the Moore's Choice Company.
Right. Outside of what my company shows in the health and wellness, I do a lot of teachings and show quick synapses. I hope people gravitate to it and go and look up these things themselves, and they'll find the information relies there. You know, look, our people perish from the lack of knowledge, especially our people, because you ain't really knowing what to look for or how to look for information. So we're here to teach the information to show you how to go and guide and look for it yourself. And you'll see that the world that's around you is orchestrated, it's a ritual, it's sacrificial, it's not what you think that it is. So you got to give your children the right perspective and lead them on the right guidelines, right? My oldest son is out there in Germany leading the right guidelines, doing the things and the knowledge, put him in those perspectives. He know how to utilize it. Peace to the king. Hey, maintain, keep spreading the wealth out there in Germany. Now, I was telling you about following me on Facebook, and what I would tell the people here a couple of days ago. Last week, I told them to mark their calendars for 6/14 to pay attention to flood. The word flood adds up to 52. The word hurricane, 52. Look up the word Z-E-T-A. Z is 26, E is 5, T is 20, A is 1. Add that up and see that it comes up to 52. So on 52 date numerology, the date that you take, you could take 7 plus 4 plus 20 plus 21, get the mathematical equation 52, and watch on that date 7/4 that they have some weather anomaly going, a disposition. So we're gonna have to watch ourselves. Power outages. Pay attention is all I try to tell the people. Just don't be asleep. Pay attention. It costs to be knowledgeable, and that knowledge costs in a way of your attention. See, Obama, when he built back the economy, he built it back into 1,000 pieces. And one of those pieces is attention economy. That's why they out there twerking on this thing, getting your attention, and when they get enough of the attention, they getting paid off of it. So they divert your attention to somewhere. Pay attention. Stop being asleep is what that means. Get rest. Stop being asleep.
Don't be a sheep.
Okay? Because they be guiding the sheep to a slaughter, right? Peace and blessings, fam. Have a good evening. Welcome back. Thank you for watching. We'll get with you next week. What's this? Wellness Wednesday.
Wellness Wednesday on the mental.